Virgo, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your mid-June reading. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice. Let's get started. I'm going to start out with a few oracle messages, some self-care tips, self-healing tips for the next 2 weeks, or whenever you find this message. Then we're going to get into your tarot spread and end with the key oracle. Thank you for tuning in, for being here with me. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new here. All right, let's see what's going on for you. What are some friendly words of advice, some encouragement on your path for the second half, Virgo, of June? What's going on? Oh, thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading. Got to take a minute to honor you. Thank you for being here, Spirit team. All right. Virgo, what is happening? Okay. I wish I could read that. I have to put my glasses on in a minute, y'all. I was bragging to my daughter for I reached midlife and my ass decided to just say, I'm not going to work as well anymore. I think it's the phones, y'all. All this technology right here. It's doing a number on our eyesights. All right. Virgo. Ooh, these are both cards of inspiration. If you feel burnout setting in, if you feel demoralized and exhausted, it is best for the sake of everyone to withdraw and restore yourself. Dalai Lama. Ooh, I think you're working way too hard, Virgo. Maybe you need to just rest the second half of June. At least slow down. Walk to your favorite coffee shop for an afternoon pick-me-up or brew a cup of tea as you take a few minutes to reflect and recharge. Yeah, Spirit is seeing all the work you're doing out there, Virgo. I don't know a Virgo that doesn't work very hard in their career. And even when you're not working, you're moving and shaking in your house, doing this and doing that. Very, very, very productive people, Virgo. But you need to rest too. Have patience with all things, but first of all, with yourself. Francis de Sales. Write down ways in which you can become more patient with yourself. Oh, we could all use a list like that. Keep this list handy to reference when needed. I'm just laughing. Who ever said, I am completely patient with myself? No one ever. Maybe that's just, I'm taking that personally because patience is most people's not their forte. Spirit wants you to slow down the second half of June and be more patient with yourself. You could be trying to build something. I'm feeling like a lot of you are trying to build something in your career or trying to make more money, and you're getting impatient. You're like, gotta do. All right? Instead of be. When we start to learn how to be more than do more, we actually feel like there's more time. Right? It's that whole Alice in Wonderland, the rabbit. It's like if we're in a hurry and we feel like we have no time, maybe it's because if we slow down and we paused, it actually is, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but just trust me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right. What's going on here? We're going to look at your recent past. Ooh, now that's nice. Reaching for greater abundance, feeling strong, happy, inner peace. A lot of you are doing a lot of work on your own inner peace, maintaining inner peace. Ooh, coming into balance. Family life, home life, things are feeling good. I like this. I like this pre-shuffle, Virgo. Uh-oh. There's a tower, maybe. Let's see. This is all pre-shuffle. Maybe a tower around work-life balance. Things feeling better. All right, let's see. Recent past. Then we'll get into the opportunity, then challenge for the next 2 weeks, the immediate future. Let's see. Come on now. What do we got, Spirit? Show me. What's happening for those Virgos out there? Ooh, okay. We have the 3 of Cups. Maybe you celebrated something pretty important, an achievement. Right now, there's some uncertainty. Something's a little bit unknown right now. You have an opportunity to look at what's beneath the surface going on. Post celebration. All right. Near future. Tower. Okay. Scorpio energy. We also have Piscean energy, Cancer energy. Something's hidden here that's coming to light. Look at that. You see how the light is shining on her? Something emotional, perhaps, coming to light. Huh. Something's brewing, Virgo. Challenge is the Knight of Wands. Something around your passion, your desires, your excitement is being challenged. Something dampening your spirits here. You were in a high vibe in the past. Might be some sort of confrontation going on in the future. Let's see, overall general energy, Nine of Pentacles. It could have to do with the work that you're doing. I mean, you're feeling good. You're like going for that next goal. You're pushing. Well, you don't see coming. Two of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Seven. Ooh, you got some decisions to make. In a commitment, this has commitment all over it, and a decision that needs to be made in this commitment. Maybe you're trying to just give each other a little bit of space right now. Let's go deeper. I feel like there's something afoot that I can't put my finger on right now. Let's see. Yeah, you're going through some sort of massive rebirth in this connection. The energies are shifting. And you're like, ugh. You're pulling away long enough to go, I don't know about this. You're trying to move past this. You're going through some, it's like you might have reached a major achievement in a connection. Maybe you moved in together, or you got into a commitment, or you got engaged. There's something, some sort of like, yay, right? In a connection. And now the dust is settled, and there's something coming up at this time. Some confusion. I don't know what it's over, but we're going to get to the bottom of it. Ooh. Page. Now, why on earth would you have a page here? Some of you have a lot of options and you're single and you're like, ooh. You might have somebody new coming towards you didn't know. It could be a friend. Ooh. Ooh la la. This is taking a turn. Maybe this doesn't have to do with a commitment that's already been established, but a potential one. All right, let's see though. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. It'd be great to do a singles reading. Most of my readings haven't been around singles for the mid-month. Maybe I should just maybe chime in a comment if you all want me to do just a singles series for all the 12 zodiac, just to focus on you singles out there. I don't think I've ever done a reading just for singles, so let me know if that's something you want me to do. I'll incorporate that. I'll rotate that in, y'all. All right, let's see what this is about here for the rest of the month. If my hands can get on it. The Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Awesome. All right. I'm looking at a new soul contract coming in, and or some changes in an existing contract where there's going to be maybe some new opportunities for abundance, love, putting on, a little bit more, a little something, something. Feels good. Feels good. You could have someone taking notice of you, Virgo. Somebody who might be interested in exchanging some love with you. I'm hearing there's a new soulmate in town. Did you see that? The light I have a window right here and it just went ping, like the light. You might have attracted yourself a new interest here that's taking you out of your single days. For those of you who are waiting on a new person to come into your life, it looks like someone's coming, or maybe they've already arrived, and you might have started out as friends, and now the feelings are starting to develop. This is Three of Cups in the past. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of you. This is great. This is a singles reading. All right, I'm doing one anyway. Because we have the Nine of Pentacles twice here, which is, doing good. Doing good. Providing for all of your needs. Financially. Emotionally. Nine of Pentacles is a great energy. It really is, because, I have everything that I need. I think that you were releasing a little bit of sadness, and maybe you had in the past, you were getting over something. Obviously, if you've got a new soulmate coming in, you had to get over the past soulmate. I think you've been processing a lot of grief and letting go and working on your own glow up. And male or female, this is about you enjoying being on your own for a while. And I think that you've had a period of time where you have been. If not, and you've been in a connection and you're in a commitment, this is about you trying to create a little bit of space in the connection for you to have time for you and your friends away from this person. You also could be trying to increase your finances to support the partnership for those of you that are in a connection, and that's been your main focus lately. But you've been down about something in this connection. This is for the people. We're going to talk about two groups now. Now here's where the two paths cross. You know, they come together, then they separate. Singles, couples. All right. So you singles, you've been getting over somebody from the past. You couples, you've been wanting a little bit more freedom. We'll say that. Freedom to be you, right? Without having to answer to somebody. What is this moon, though? There's something hidden. Ooh. Oh, boy. This isn't one of those someone keeps coming and going. Is it, Virgo? Whether you're in a commitment or not. Something unstable here. Knight of Wands. Not a very reliable energy. External energy. Because in the opportunity here with the moon, right? What's hidden here? What's lurking beneath the surface? We have the devil. And the 8 of Cups. And the Judgment. There could be two things going on at once here, where you are really, really trying to remove yourself from a toxic tie. And you keep having to reinforce the decision to stay away. And they may be in the dark about what you're doing in your life right now, and they don't like it. And you're over here like, I'm calling in new, fresh, divinely guided. Something, you're at a new beginning here in the second half of June. For you couples out there, you are at a new beginning too, because whatever's been unhealthy in the situation, you're like, I am over it. I don't know exactly what it is, but there might be secrets that need to come out. Someone might be holding on to a secret, and you know it, you can feel it, and you might want to confront it, but you're afraid to. It's like you got your back turned to some sort of elephant, pink elephant in the room, and it's creating this feeling of, it's an unsettled feeling. And I think your opportunity, for those of you who are single, keep moving. Move on to something bigger and better, okay? And if you're in a commitment and there's some confusion because you feel like there's something going on that you don't know about, that you need to know about, I think you're gonna confront it. Because we have a Tower here. This is something that's being confronted. What's this Knight of Wands? You know, and it doesn't have to be this deep, dark secret. It could just be someone not being honest about what they're really thinking and feeling. And you're tired of being in the dark about what's going on in their head because they're not showing up in the way they normally do. And you're like, what gives? What happened here? Because I feel like you're blaming yourself and you're doing your thing. I think you're trying to bring the love back and find out what's going on. I don't know if that was in reverse or not. I think it is. We have the King of Cups in reverse, the Justice, and the Fool. Sorry, I just kicked my light. I've got a little bug, like a gnat or something, that has been eating away at my ankles, y'all. Something's not right here. There's something that's an injustice. Is this somebody that like wants to have their cake and eat it too? Like, let's be together, but let's also be like independent too. And like, you do you, I do me. We don't have to talk about it. There's something really weird about this reading. Something unconventional that you're like, I mean, the King of Cups in reverse is someone with false intentions. It's the opposite of an open-hearted person. Someone who's on lockdown in their heart space. I mean, it could be you just saying, I can't be in my feels for this person that I gotta let go of because I deserve something better. And if I keep continuing to play with this, what we call devil energy, whatever is unhealthy, someone who's not worthy of our fullness of our heart. You're trying so hard to step into a new beginning, but it's hard. It's like they got like your shoestring, and you're like 99% out the door, but there's that 1% that they got a hold of, and you're just like, ooh. Or you're in a connection and something's blocking the love, and you want to get to the bottom of it. There's something around the truth. There's something not being told here. What's the Tower? Someone's not being honest. I don't know who. All right, this Tower is around you. I think you're going to have some validation around whatever your spidey senses are telling you about someone not being honest. It's almost like someone's saying, yeah, but they're not doing the work to support it. It's like all words, no action. And your intuition is like, I mean, Tower energy is like the sudden upheaval. But what's bringing it on is I think you're going to confront this and you're going to get to the bottom of it. A lot of you're just trying to do the work to move on. And you're tired of the way it's almost like you're dealing with someone who's always in their Tower energy. Why does it feel that way? It's like this person's a lot of work to be with. I don't know why. It just feels like they shut on and off, on and off, on and off, and you can't figure it out. It's like no matter what you bring to the table, there's some level of you feeling alone regardless. That's why I'm like, are you single? And it's like, man, if you're in a connection, there's a lot of confusion right now because you're like, do you want this or do you not? Are you in? Are you out? What's going on here? It's like someone, they say all the right words, but the actions don't support it. So I think this Tower is around you really listening to your intuition and really looking at the truth of the situation. And maybe I want to get some more. It's around this connection, and the challenges. You're trying to overcome some challenges and some conflicts. I feel like I need to get a little information about what this work is and what your intuition is telling you. You could be giving too much in a situation, doing all the work, and someone's just, taking the easy street. Meanwhile, resentment's building. Ooh, we have the Death, the Sun. Yeah, you're reevaluating a connection. You want a complete overhaul. If you're still in this connection, you want everything to be different. You're like, I'm doing all the work here. Where are you? Because some days you're here and some days you're not. What's happening? What's going on inside of you? There's some sort of transformation needed to bring the happiness back in a connection that you are reevaluating. Now, if you are completely single, you're not attached to anyone, you were trying like hell to move on from somebody and have your ending so you can start over again and put work into something new. And this has been so hard to leave. We're talking real hard. I don't know why, but this person got a hold of you. But your opportunity is to turn your back on something that's been highly unhealthy and has left you in the dark. And you're making a decision to put an end to the off and on, false start. You could be going through false starts with somebody and you're trying to get out of this cycle because it's like, if you're in a long-term commitment with someone and they're like this, oh my God, you must be exhausted. Because it's a lot of work. I always thought you were doing all this work. This is work. This relationship is work. It is taking a toll on you. Because you're the one left holding the bag at the end of the day. I think you got someone who's taking advantage of how much you want this, how much you've tried, how much you're in it. And at the end of the day, you feel on your own. What you don't see coming, there is love here and there is a commitment, it looks like here, but there's a lot of illusion and confusion here too. Virgo, another Tower. The Four of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to put your foot down. You're going to be like, I'm not going to be the one doing all the work here. If this is the way you want it to be, I feel like you feel like you're being abandoned in something. Or you're abandoning yourself by going back to somebody. Again and again. It's like on repeat. Death, rebirth. Over, then it's on again, off again. And each time you're abandoning your healing work, you get so far down the line and then you go back. And then you end. See, this is the thing too. Like sometimes we just want someone back and we get back and then we re-encounter the same energies. And you're like, why did it change? Well, you need to give this space. That's what this needs. You need to give this space and time. If someone isn't showing up in a healthy way, you need to let them be, Virgo. You need to let them do whatever they got to do to get right inside themselves. You can't fix it. This is the thing. Sometimes we get attached to energy. We're like, oh, they're going to change for us. Oh my God. And how often does that not happen? You have to accept the way someone is. And if you're doing all the work, chances are you're making it easy for them not to change. You got to pull your energy back and take a stand around this commitment. If you want a new beginning, it's all about balance and bringing the love back. You're reconsidering whether this is really what you want for the long haul. I'm not seeing the Hierophant, so I don't know how deep you are into this connection. But we do have the Ten of Pentacles here. I mean, you're really committed to making this work, but you're really confused about what to do at this point because you have maybe someone who's self-sabotaging and abandoning themselves, and they're creating tower after tower after tower because it's like you have a talk, they're like, yeah, you see a little bit of effort, and then it goes back to the same old. And then you might pull away, you might even break up, and then you get back together, and it's the same thing. So, if you're on a repeating cycle here, you're ready to get off the crazy train. And I say that lovingly. You love this person. My God, you do. But it's almost like I just saw the Moon and the Eight of Cups again. If someone wants to leave you in the dark and they want to stay in their own darkness, let them. Let them. You can't change it. You may need to separate yourself from this person for a little while and see if that changes things. I'm telling you, space heals. It doesn't end things. It heals the dynamic. It heals the energy frequency. So both of you can get attuned to your own energies. Maybe you just both need some space. Maybe that's where you're going to get your victory. It doesn't mean it ends. You just got to give it space to transform. You can't control the outcome. And I think sometimes we don't know how to let go because we're worried we're going to lose something. But you're already losing by staying where you are. You got to lighten the energy. What's the advice from Spirit here? Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I already used this deck. My bad. I used the deck to begin with. Let's lighten the energy here. Yeah, you got to talk about this. It's almost like, all right, the stakes are getting higher, Virgo. All bets are off. You better have a real talk, lest you abandon this. It's like Six of Swords is moving on from something. And the Eight of Wands is having an important talk. You might be giving someone an ultimatum. It feels like this. It feels like an ultimatum. But not in my way or the high way. It's like, this isn't fair. Justice with the King of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're being a little bit manipulated every time you go back and believe them. That all is kosher. You may have yourself somebody who's deceptive around you, who's really good at talking pretty, and you believe them every time. Virgo, I feel your frustration. What's the advice here? What's your Virgo do? You feel betrayed every time. I feel like you might need to walk away from this person for a while. Separate for a bit. Yeah, I feel like Ten of Swords is the end, right? It's the end of feeling betrayed by someone, which it could be an emotional betrayal just because they're Jekyll Hyde. And I think that the only way for you to succeed in this is to go to the light of your own sun here, which is a loss may just be a loss here. It's like cut your losses because this is taking away from you. What this all screams to me is it's stealing your inner peace. It's like you get really good on your own. You think about that next person, and then this person starts to feel it, and then they're like, "No, I'm gonna reel you back in." Or you're in a commitment, and you want to bring the love back. You feel like you're owed an apology. You lick your wounds. You're separate. You have a spat, and this person says and does all the right things for just a little bit of time, and then you go back into the same rut, and you want change. And sometimes you have to take a stand, and your victory is going to require you to do some hard things. And it's like you have to claim your inner peace in a situation. Peace at all costs. I'm hearing that. It's like the stakes have gotten higher because you're more invested in this emotionally. And it's like if your sadness is ongoing and your feeling of separation is ongoing, it's like rip off the Band-Aid. Do what's hard. And that is speaking your truth, telling them what you need, and waiting for change. And if that change doesn't come, you have every right to walk away. You're stressed because it feels like someone's not doing the work. And they're pretending, oh yeah, I'm doing the work over here. And then you come back and they're like, and that's a literal example, but I mean, like when you say, it's like they're secretive and they're mysterious and you never know what's going on inside of them. And it feels uncertain and weird and awkward. There's an awkward energy in the room. And you want things to feel peaceful. And it feels like someone's in their own darkness right now. Maybe they're going through a real dark time and there's nothing you can do about it. But I feel like for your own peace of mind, Virgo, pull away, focus on your work, try not to stress about where they are, what they're doing, how they're operating. It's like there's a lot of uncertainty here and you're going to move past it, but you got to invest in, I just feel like it's taking so much out of you. Why is this taking so much out of you? It's like someone's showing up in a very immature place, and I don't know why. And you keep expecting them not to show up like that, and it's hurting you every time. So it's really up to you, but your peace matters. I think you're reevaluating this, and you're going to take a stand soon, and out of probably these are hard readings, y'all, because it's like you're only as trapped as you think you are here. And if you are not happy in a situation, then you've got to do the hard work to leave it and to claim your independence. I'm telling you, I've certainly been in connections where I had so much love and I was like, there's this beautiful soul bond, but I felt so alone in it and so confused by someone's behavior that you're spending half the time just trying to figure them out when you should just be living your life being happy. So Virgo, let's get some key oracle messages. I feel like something's reaching a critical mass inside of you where you're like, I'm tired of this pattern. What do we got to do here to change it? Confront the elephant in the room. Maybe it'll change everything. Maybe this person just has to, be honest about what's going on inside of them. Betrayal. Well, that's too much. I will say that we're gonna just say this for a second, and then I'm gonna flip them back and shuffle. You feel betrayed. You're trying to keep the courage right now. There's some sort of distorted perspective going on. You're trying to bring the joy back and release some old patterning with somebody, old conditioning. All right, those were too many, but I think that was what I'm getting here. This whole story. It's a difficult love. It's a love with a lot of start, stop. Better boundaries, communication. You need to have better boundaries, Virgo. Decisions in fear, control. I think you're afraid to walk away from somebody because you made them maybe you put them up on a pedestal and they're fall from grace every time. It's like, oh, but you're supposed to be this person. Ooh. Creating boundaries requires self-love and discipline. It's not about you shutting people out or being unkind. It's about you telling them you care enough about yourself to create boundaries that are for your highest good. Clear communication is needed to keep your boundaries intact. For some of you, you really are moving on from this, but it is hard. How many times have you been here? I'm telling you, if you've been here more than 3 times, I just heard if it's been more than 3 times where you're repeating a cycle, it's time to end it, take your space, separate from this person for a while, and reassess. If it is stealing your inner peace, then this person isn't worth having in your life. Decision in fear, control. Some decisions and choices that you have made are based in fear and not heart-centered knowledge. Fear is your ego wanting control. Take a step back and make a responsive choice rather than a reactive one. Then you're able to see the truth of the best choice with a calm and centered manner. That's what I mean. You got to take space. There's a lot of truth going on here that someone's heart is closed. And you keep expecting for them to open. How long have you been waiting? Meanwhile, you feel abandoned by this person not doing their healing work. And you're so confused about this love, you don't know even how to see straight now. And you got a tower coming up ahead because your intuition is telling you, why are you overgiving? Virgo, my heart's going out to you. I have been here many times in relationships. It is not an easy place because you're under so much stress and anxiety trying to figure out somebody who refuses to be clear with you. So then you got to take back your own power and do something about it, okay, Virgo? And take back control and make decisions out of your own inner peace and your own inner knowing, all right? And to have healthy boundaries against forces that are deceptive, that leave you in the dark, that betray your trust, that say one thing and do another, okay, Virgo? I'm sending you so much love. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give you a message from the universe because I feel like you really need it the second half of the month because this feels very turbulent. God, I've been here. Y'all, I have been here. Oh, it's hell. I don't want you to live like this, Virgo. Close the door on any devil energies in your life. Please. What's meant to be yours is already making its way to you. What was never yours is starting to flee from you. With time, it will all make sense. For now, bear the confusion and focus on living fully in the present. Don't let your whole life be all be happy when. Be happy now. Okay? I hope this message helped. Take care, Virgo.